brother, Shalom. All praises goes to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakadash. The honor goes unto the apostles and elders from Great Millstone that have taught us the truth of the Bible. Much love and peace and blessings goes to the hopeful elect that are teaching the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So this is going to be a lesson, and I would title this what you call a indirect hit, which basically means E, which represents the so-called white man, really through his power structure, not the average six-pack drinking Edomite, but E, the powers that be, want to get at us without getting at us. And one of the ways they're doing it is with this blanket term called conspiracy theorist. And the most prominent wave of conspiracy theory right now that's going on is this whole Q-anon shit, which that's been set up since, I want to say, 2017, 18, and it's gained prominence in the mainstream media talking about it in a negative light, because basically what these quote-unquote Q-anon people believe is that celebrities, there's a global cabal of child sex trafficking and Satan worshiping and blood drinking elites that rule the world, right? Which couldn't be further from the truth, because the perspective that they try to give on mainstream media, and even if you look up this on Wikipedia, it's a quote-unquote disproven and discredited conspiracy theory, which it is discredited, but it's not disproven, because the scriptures prove it right. The scriptures go into, in the book of Wisdom and Solomon, those that offer up their children, the merciless murderers of children, and they basically they banquet on blood. If I'm roughly paraphrasing the scripture, you can look this up, but it's in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. And there's other mentions of those that offered their children to Baal in the ancient world, which is child sacrifice. These type of sacrifices happen behind the scenes all the time, man. So that can't be disproven. The only way to disprove that is for all of the accused, which is the celebrities, which is families like the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. The only way to disprove that is for them to give us an insight, inquiry on all their locations, all their secret locations, and let the public monitor what the fuck these people are doing in their privacy. But they're not going to do that, so it can't be disproven, man. Okay, because there are hints and clues. There hasn't been one elite or a celebrity that got on camera and openly killed a baby, right? And drank the blood and all this shit. Or, but as far as like the Satan worship, there was this dude The Weeknd at his concert, one of his concerts, the lights, because they have those I forget the stage effects, where there was screens in the back of his performance on the back part of the stage, and it's flashed "Hail Satan." So how can that be explained? You think these people are just playing when they say that? No, these people really worship Satan. And Yahushai, when he was tempted of the Lord, I shouldn't say tempted of the Lord, Salakia, but he was tempted of the devil, of Satan himself, the spiritual demon Satan. Because there is a spiritual demon Satan that's real and that exists. So he was tempted, and Satan said to him, "If you worship me, I will give you all the kingdoms of the earth." In other words, control, influence, fame, money, resources. And how do you think people today get these same things? Now, there is a such thing as hard work, being smart, being intelligible, having skills, You know, there's another, you know, which is just a blessing of the Lord, and you can get money that way. There are brothers in the truth that have a decent amount of money, and they obviously don't worship Satan. But the thing is, there are people out there that do that, and the overwhelming majority of celebrities do that shit, and the elites do that, because that's what they've inherited from their forefathers. Their ancient Edomite forefathers have always worshipped false gods, and they've always drink blood and sacrificed children. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. You can look up, medieval and Renaissance paintings that depict child sacrifice. It's something that's common, but it's gone. Because in Israel, our people would hide in the groves to do this type of acts. So it's always been an air of secrecy about Satanism and idol worship, because that's also a part of their power. They get power through secrecy. They believe in power through secrecy. So how do you explain a character like Marina Abramovich, who she's just a witch, and she's all into the celebrity circle. She's in tight with Lady Gaga and Jay-Z, to just name a couple, right? You got a picture of Jay-Z locking heads with this bitch and having this demonic gaze at her, like she just filled him with the spirit of 1,000 demons, and he's just, you know, exhilarated about it. And that's what the picture told me. But this woman Abramovich, she's a witch, man. She's a demon, and she has rituals, what she calls this quote unquote art, which is really their rituals. They make displays and paintings out of period blood, pig blood, human blood, semen, feces. Like, what in what world is that art? Like, what the fuck? But you see, it's basically duping you. They're saying, well, this is just art. But really, it's linked to these people's spiritual beliefs. They believe in the dark side, man. They're on the dark side. They worship Satan. That's what they do. And you have even links to these, like Jay-Z, he wore in an article, not an article, but like an interview or something, he had a shirt that said, "Do as thou wilt," which that quote goes back to a famous Luciferian, or more specifically, he was like a Satanist, a witch, a warlock named Aleister Crowley. Now, Aleister Crowley has his fingerprints all throughout the music industry. And it's believed that this guy is the mother of George Bush, George H.W. Bush. His mother, that's her real father. That's a rumor. You know what I'm saying? So it's all interconnected. It's all interconnected, the left hand. Why do you think the Lord is coming back? Why do you think Yahweh Shai is coming back? This ain't no gray zone. There's no gray zone in this world. This is an evil world. But it has an appearance of normalcy to people that are not in the know, to people that are bugged the fuck out, that don't really take into account what's really happening around them. They can't see the spiritual signs, you know, because it's not obvious. The Lord made this thing secret and elusive for a reason, because not everyone is meant to understand, really, because multitudes of people, they're just meant to die. And that's just the plain and simple of the fact of what's going on. So I spoke on, you know, Jay-Z, Do As Thou Wilt, Lady Gaga, links with this witch named Abramovich. So, you know, it's among other things, you know, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Why is fame associated with pentagrams? Because obviously stars in the night don't look like pentagrams. So why is a pentagram considered a star? Because that is a demonic sigil that they use to actually conjure demons. When you actually look up demonology, how they use these things, they use talismans like what is it called, like a pentagram, in order to summon demons, man. Because the spirit world is real. There are There are left-hand spirits, which are demons, and right-hand spirits, which are angels, that exist all around us, and they exist in the spirit world where the Heavenly Father and His Son Yahweh Shai dwell. Right? They exist. So the thing about it is what? You have people on earth that utilize that energy. They tap into that, some unknowingly, some knowingly. But the ones specifically for this video are the people that know. They know what they're doing. That's why, you know, like the pentagrams. They use it on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Snoop Dogg, Donald Trump. I don't know. It's a long list of celebrities that use this shit. So I'm not sure of the rest, but I mean, come on now. Why would they use that? Why isn't it just a picture of something else? Why does it have to be a 5-pointed quote unquote star? Because it's demonic, man. It's intentional. What they're doing is intentional. You know, but it's never outright. It's never they never make it obvious. It's called hidden in plain sight. Okay? And by this stage, if you're a part of the masses that don't get it, you're just not meant to get it, man, because we are ended up on the wraps of this society, this kingdom. This information has been going out for years. It's been going out, and the Lord He's finally closing up shop. So if you're in a gray zone or you walk the left-hand path, the Most High is going to destroy you. He's only coming back. He's only sending His Son Yahweh Shai back for the true believers, the ones that are made clean and pure and righteous, the right hand, made righteous by His blood, by His sacrifice, which the blood comes into play by believing, right? And the belief, if you're experiencing the truth, takes a form in your action, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to your best ability. But you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans should not be ignorant to this information. And if you are, then you better get it while the getting's good. Because look, if you don't accept Yahweh Shai before it's all said and done, your life is over, man. The Most High is gonna put you in many miseries and put you to death before it's all said and done. Okay, but like I mentioned, man, they're trying to get at us without getting at us, because all the things I mentioned, which they say about QAnon and this conspiracy theory, is something that the prophets have been talking about for years. The elders and apostles been exposing Satanism amongst Hollywood, Satanism amongst the elites, and all this thing. So all these conspiracy theories, you know, like I mentioned, QAnon 3 years ago, 4 years ago, that's new. These people have just got on the bandwagon. So they're trying to get at the source, because this information is hurting these devils, man. So one of the things that I thought about a sentence was that if there is truly a conspiracy by the elites to control the world with Satanism through misinformation or through lies, the biggest enemy to that conspiracy will be the truth. The biggest foiling of that conspiracy would be the truth itself, knowledge of that conspiracy. So what do they call you? A conspiracy theorist, meaning it's just all in your mind. You're a crazy person if you actually believe that, you know, the elites are blood drinkers. We know what it is. It is what it is. Esau, you're done. You're done. And yes, Anderson Cooper, more than likely the fucker drinks blood. He's a demon, just like a lot of celebrities in that sphere. Okay? So all praises goes to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.